This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine, Williams, Foster Hall, Harvey Brown, Fontaine, Turner, Hill, Holt, McCain, Cash. This is the day after our day of rest. This is the day after that God said, it is very good. It is very good. And God has blessed us one more time with another new day. God has given us an opportunity to make better. And we start out our day with the 12th chapter of John, verses 1 through 11. Jesus anointed at Bethany. Jesus anointed at Bethany. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus arrived at Bethany, where remember Lazarus? Where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages. He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. As keeper of the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put into it. Leave her alone, Jesus replied. It was intended that she should have saved this perfume for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me. Meanwhile, a large crowd of Jews found out that Jesus was there and came, not only because of him, but also to see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So the chief priests made plans to kill Lazarus as well. For on account of him, many of the Jews were going over to Jesus and putting their faith in him. Let me just repeat something. And as I repeat it, reread it, let's think about what is going on in this present generation at such a time as this. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't the perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages. Judas, remember, had control of the purse and often dipped into it for his own benefit. He had control of the purse and often dipped into it for his own benefit. So I'm prompted this morning to think of and to keep embraced within the palms of my prayers the breaking news of this day, dipping into the purse and using that which should have been, that which ought to have been used for other purposes, not for the benefit of the one dipping into the purse. So, yes, embraced within the palms of my prayers all day long, this generation, remember what should be, what ought to be, and what must be can only be if we are obedient and follow Jesus. So that, yes, just before evening, we will hear God say, "It is good." And so as we are being prepared to get on up and go on out and face the challenges of breaking news, it is all right for us to call names out loud and to do that which we must do, what we ought to do, what we should do. Speak up plainly and have no ulterior motives. There are those who will always be with us. There will always be those who will dip into the purse for their own selfish reasons. Makes sense to me. Don't have to call names this morning, but I believe you know exactly what I was talking about. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain Cash. What should be, what ought to be, what must be is our charge for this day, is to do that which must be. And the only way that we can do that which must be, yes, is to follow Jesus and place our faith in Him.